Afrinity Connect.
Hello, welcome to another exciting edition of Afrinity Connect Nigeria Leadership Search, where we talk about leadership in Nigeria. Tonight's program is not like it's not different from the normal one. We want to first of all thank all our dear listeners, viewers, wherever you are watching us or listening to us from. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, as our colleagues will always say. I'm not alone. I'm so excited because I've got a full house. I've also got a special guest on the program today. Let's start from the Madam Adi. Let's start from Madam Adi. Madam Adi, it's good to have you on the program. Happy New Year once again, because it's a new year, new things. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening
to all our viewers as well from all over the globe.
Thank you. So I've also got, let's bring in now Uncle Sam. Yes, Uncle Sam is looking different today. Uncle Sam, it's good to have you on the program.
But Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody, and good morning, depending on what part of the world you are. We are all the same thing, fighting for the same cause. Welcome, and thank you, viewers, wherever you are. We're here again.
Thank you, Uncle Sam. Like I said, it's an exciting moment to have a full house. Now, last but not the least, the woman leader, Labour Party UK chapter. Yes, Madam Evelyn. How body? How they do you?
Body full ground remain. They do me totori. They do me well. Fine, thank you. And you, how are you doing?
I'm doing great too. Thank you.
That's good. Viewers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever you are in the globe. Thank you very much for following us, watching our program, and also liking and sharing the program. Thanks so much. We appreciate this.
Thank you very much. On that note, we're bringing our special guest. You have to believe him. His name is Believe. And his Believe Okonkwo. Yes. So I know he's an educationist, he's a philanthropist, he's a motivational speaker, yes. He's everything. But very simple, you just have to believe this man. It's good to have you Believe on Afrinity Connect Nigeria Leadership Search on behalf of the crew. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Wherever you're watching from, it's a pleasure to be on this platform where we share great news about our dear countries and also about the leadership search concept. I really appreciate and I'm honored to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me to come and talk on behalf of our great nation. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I know, do you want to welcome our special guest? Let me start from you, Amanda. Okay, anybody can speak.
Yeah, you're welcome, Dr. Believe, I suppose.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Dr. Believe Okonkwo.
Thank you.
My dear brother.
My in-law, you are welcome. Dr.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okonkwo, you are welcome, and I hope you can share with us the great news about our candidate and what is happening in our country, Nigeria. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. So as we all know, it's not a Labour Party, or let me use Peter Obi as an individual who joined the Labour Party, let's say 7 months ago or thereabout. And ever since, I've been following him closely, trying to understand, to know who he is as an individual. And when he, joined the platform to run for president, and reading his biography, his credential, trying to know who he is, I was able to find out that among all the presidential candidates or aspirant candidates in Nigeria, he's one that stands out among all of them. He has the credibility, he has the capacity and the capability to govern Nigeria, and I believe in him so much. And on that note, I have dedicated most of my time do some writing up on social media, canvassing for him on the local ground in Nigeria, be Delta, be Lagos, be Abuja. All my friends that I know, I have make sure that they all have their PVC, and also, talking about Peter Obi to their fellow Nigerian, their friends, their work colleague, to their wife, to their children, to their in-law, wherever they are in Nigeria. Just that, because there is a corporation that make the pot of rice to be full. 1 + 1 is 2. So the word of mad marketing. I'm not marketing Peter Obi because I want him to be president of Nigeria and that I will benefit anything from it. I believe if Peter Obi and his running mate Ahmed Dati became the president of Nigeria, I will benefit from it, not financially. The stress and the issue of Nigeria, of people being poor healthcare, poor education, poor road, poor financial structure, poor laws and all that, I believe it will reduce, and the stress will be less on us that live in diaspora. Because according to statistics, has proven that in a year we send out almost, we are the biggest spender in Nigeria economy. We contribute a lot to it. And if Nigeria is good today, I believe we're going to contribute less. And some of us who have various professions abroad, we will be able to relocate back to Nigeria and contribute positively to our dear country. Nigeria is the only country that we have. We don't have other countries. And I also believe some of us who live in diaspora, we are here not because of our choice, it's because Nigeria is not good. So Peter Obi is, I will use the word as the Messiah that God has sent to rescue Nigeria. As we all know, and we all can see from various angles of Nigeria, Peter Obi is loved across the country regardless. He doesn't pay money to no one to mobilize them or to incentivize them in order for them to campaign for him. People campaign for Peter Obi regardless of who they are. I have friends in Nigeria as well who put a lot of resources across to mobilize people to canvass for Peter Obi regardless of anything. And there's a day I asked one of my gentlemen called Kunle, is a Yoruba guy who lives in Lagos. To be precise, he lives in Aja. And in his church, according to him, in his church, everybody in the church had their PVC, and they are ready to even collect money from opposition party and still vote for Peter Obi. So yeah, I'm very happy to be part of the movement. Although I am on the background, I don't like to be shown on the public face, but I work on the background. But I see the platform. I'm on the group, by the way, and I see the things that are going on. So I call my dear friend Wilfred Adams. We've been brother for a very long time, all the way from Nigeria to Gambia. We travel far, wide across the globe. And I told him, well, I think it's time for me to come on board and also be talking about the things I've done so far, and also will be doing going forward as well. So it's a pleasure. I'm an educationalist. I believe in educating people, impacting people positively, because by impacting people, it will go around and impact all Nigerians as well. So it's a pleasure to be on this platform today, and thank you very much for listening to me.
Wow, that's really, really touching, and that's really inspiring. Well, indeed, honor, also privilege to have you on the platform. I think I'll allow the ladies to start first. Respond from you, Madam Evelyn.
I believe Dr. Believe, not Mr. anymore. I would like to know, what are your plans going forward for the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and that Yusuf movement? What are your plans going forward?
So I will continue. That's a good question, to be fair. I will continue doing what I've already been doing by keep canvassing people for Peter Obi and creating that awareness of what Peter Obi is all about. Sell that Peter Obi of that new Nigeria hope, because Nigeria is great. Nigeria has all the potential. Nigeria has everything it takes for him to be a great nation. But we need this Messiah, this opportunity for Nigeria to be great again. Although I remember many years ago, although I wasn't around, but I read from various statistics But back then, Nigerian naira used to be equivalent to a pound. I didn't grow to see it, but the things Nigeria is going down the drain, and we need a rescuer. And I believe Peter Obi is a rescuer. So I will continue to do what I'm doing at the moment, and we will do more than what I've done so far.
Can I ask another question, please? Are you planning to go to Nigeria for the election? And do you have PVC if you are planning to go?
I won't be going to Nigeria for the election. However, I have more than 200,000. I have more than 200 PVCs. Why did I say that? I have people who are on ground on my behalf that I believe will do the right thing. And I'm always, even up to the extent I put in my own personal resources because I believe that Nigeria could be great with Peter Obi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just want to agree. Thank you. I just want to agree with you and also to inspire others that are going to watch the program anytime or that will be joining us anytime, that I totally agree with Billy, because we all send money home. We all have people that call us. Why can't us talk to them also? Because these people listen to us and they know that if we tell them this is what is right, they will do it. And we have a chance to change it now. So I'm very happy that you're doing that. And I'm also talking to everybody right now. If you are in the diaspora, you have a lot to do. Even the slave trade, I think, to be fair, the diaspora play a whole lot of role. To look at the Martin Luther King, they spoke, they all say a lot of things. They all, went on protest. They did a lot of things. So we want to give credit to everybody, people like you, Believe, people like us doing this program, and everybody in the diaspora. Let's work together. Let's change the narrative. I know Madadi want to say something before Kusam?
Yes, Dr. Believe, you've answered sort of like part of my question. So I'm going to link it to the fact that, of course, you're a Nigerian, bona fide, of course, and then you come from a particular local government area. So do you have a link, in your local government area, in what we call here the grassroots, that they are doing certain things, or you are, as you said, you may be doing it maybe in Abuja or Lagos, but are you actually doing it in your own local, that is your local government area where you come from, to ensure that all those villages, I mean, beyond, even if you're in a city, beyond your city would be some inner villages?
Yeah, so I come from the Isoko South, and although when I go to Nigeria, I reside at Ughelli South, and in Ughelli South local government, I have a connection in that area where I canvass, and also I have I have brothers, cousins, and friends who are also canvass for me as well. And I've extended it to Warri, and I've extended it to Ozoro, even went to Okwale, Asaba, and I'm still doing more. So before the election, I'm trying to make sure I cover the area that I know very well, even including Abuja and Lagos. Lagos, I have Aja, I have Shibiri, I have Yanoba, I even have in Ajegule as well. So as we speak, I have people calling me every day and also telling me they've added more people to the platform, they've added 2, they've added 3, they've added 5. So there is no day that will go past that they won't have 1 or 2 or 3 people added to the group in terms of voting and all that. And they all have their PVCs as well.
That sounds fantastic, especially the Kwale that you mentioned. My mother comes from Kwale,
okay,
and my father comes from Abo. Yes, and Dokwa government government area. My uncle, my father's brother, is the king of my town, Abo.
Okay.
So basically, if you're extending your tentacles there, I just say bravo.
Thank you. Because in my village, which our village, me and my sister, we have uncles who are like a special advisor to COA, so they are PDP, and so we have a conflict of interest in my village.
I was just going to say you must be locking horns.
But there is, you know what? They're up to the extent they buy motorbike to buy people's votes. So basically, what they do, they will buy the motorbike and give it to you as the leader to canvass for them. So one of the leaders happened to be my sister's namesake, Evelyn, as well, in my village. So I told her, like, well, listen, you can collect the motorbike, but nobody's going to be there when you're voting. So why don't you just also do that part for me as well, and I will pay you on the side as well. So I know it's not certain, but the way I talk to her and the way I converse with her brother and other, I believe something positive is going to come out from there as well.
Fantastic. Thank you. Good work.
Thank you very much. On that note, we have last but not the least our attorney Ogasam, to round up with this question and our contribution too. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for your contributions. My dear Dr. Believe Okoko, I'm so happy to hear everything you're doing and how you're doing them. However, as a very optimistic follower of the youth, Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati, the seriousness of this campaign, what do you think from what you are seeing and what you are hearing about today? This support goes to our opponents, Tinubu. The next minute is a backlash of Tinubu. Tomorrow is a backlash of Atiku and so on. I'm very happy that of everything they're saying, our candidate, as he always say, go and verify, has not had people talking bad about him, only trying to condemn him for not giving shishi. In your own mind, what do you think would be the best way to win this election? Because we know there are so many diehards obedient, but sometimes when I talk to them, they say, we need money to go here, we need money to go there, and do this and do that. What do you think in your locality, how we can tell them? It's not everybody, because to give everybody money, we need people to be at polling stations. How do you plan to convince your people that, listen, the money they are giving you today is not going to last you for 4 years or 8 years. But if you dedicate yourself to ensure that the Labour Party candidate, Peter Obi, becomes the president, you will have sufficient to lead you for the 4 years, 8 years, and beyond. What is your plan, or what is your community doing to ensure that people are being convinced without even giving them money? Because I know that in my community, some of them I have promised them, some of them I have given them. They ask for t-shirts, we've just given them some, about not too many, but at least 300 t-shirts have been given to some youths to canvass. What are your plans, and how are you people motivating the youth in your area?
Okay, that's a good question. Thank you. So some of these youths, so-called youth that work for us, some of them are directly employed by us or indirectly employed by us. So I'm gonna use one of the greatest philosophers that says it's kind of coercing, because I employed you, therefore you need to do this for me. And also, you're not just doing it for me, you're doing it for your unborn children and for the interest of Nigeria, not just because I want you to vote for this man, but you also have to see a reason why voting for the man. In terms of Ughelli South, most of the polling units, we're going to have our one of the youngest, the youth, stand by and protect their votes. And there was an app that was recently launched by one of the tech and media advisor to Obi. So those apps, since yesterday and today, we were able to get almost 160 people already registered on the app already. And with that app, once you vote, it will automatically be registered. So no one can actually, that vote is automatically protected. So again, having that application, having embedded application in every of our group that we have will boost the potential of our candidate winning the election. And also avoid any mitigate or erase any doubt or any rigging that might happen on the election. So that app was the last minute that that app was launched, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. But since it was launched, I managed to kind of engage my colleagues in Nigeria, and we're able to, as I said, we're able to register almost 160 people on it already. And going forward, we'll also be selling that idea to everyone who are mobile, who has the mobile capability to register themselves or download the application and use. What I made available was the mobile data. So mobile data was something that I used so much to kind of mobilize some of these youth. So I don't have data to do this, I don't have data to do that. How much is data? By the time I spend 100,000, I can give data that will last more than a year. So, and 100,000 at the moment is about 100 and maybe 110 per 120%. It's easy to kind of, and that will go around more than 200 people around. So yeah, my strategy that I use is data is one, downloading of applications, and have a sensor which I register everyone who I have on my platform. When I say platform, we have like a WhatsApp group where we have almost 250 people on it. But the active member on that platform, we have almost 200 active participants who are always sharing the idea of who they've added and who they've brought from this party, blah, 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 and all that. So we have an active platform that is going on at the moment, and we'll keep mobilizing. And we'll do that until the election day, but also encouraging and employing some of our colleagues to the polling unit on the day of the voting.
Okay, wow. On that note, I think we have a lot. Oh, Uncle Sam wanted to say something to that?
I was just going to commend him on that arrangement, and then to say there are a lot to be done. And yes. I plead to all of us here, even in this studio, to devise a means of sending messages to our people to ensure, because from what we're reading in the social media, it's not going to be an easy fight. And so all of us should wake up, talk to people, send messages to people, and send people to send to people. And that is how we are going to be able to defeat our opponent in this election. I believe strongly that a new Nigeria is possible, and here it is.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Just to add to what Uncle Sam has just said, Oga Sam, in a previous program, I just, we're interviewing people and talking about this. And one of the things I said was, they said we're tweeting in the room, but the mistake they made was that we are living in a technology world now. Technology is everywhere. You are tweeting, it goes viral, and everybody is coming together under one roof. If only they knew that, they would not be thinking that they are just somewhere tweeting in a room. So it's a different ball game. Are you talking about the Town Hall app? Is it that one?
The Town Hall app.
Okay, so we're going to round up with that. Let's just watch the video of that Town Hall app. For those that be wondering, what's this app all about? It was launched recently by the personal assistant advisor to PO, Peter Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi. Let's watch that short clip. We will round up. So thank you all for watching. Let me just pull up that video right now.
Zubo is my name. I'm the special advisor to the presidential candidate of Labour Party on technology and strategic alliances. And the whole essence is to see how we can leverage the power of technology to drive the process of organizing, training, empowering, making sure that everything we need to do before the election, on the election day, and post-election are all completely covered. And I'm happy to be leading the team from the value-driven leadership to Project X and all the strategic alliances that we need to form to ensure that success ultimately is achieved in the coming election.
We have him here as the special advisor to Mr. Peter Obi on technology and strategic alliances. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Valentine Ozibo. Thank
you. To see what our team in video has done with this app, I am utterly impressed. The first time I downloaded it, I have not stopped marketing it. If you get on now, you'll see that my own word in Amaze, a lot of people have already signed on there because all through the Christmas period, all I was doing is marketing the Town Hall app. Today is the official launch. This is when we now democratize it so that the rest of Nigerians can come fully on board. Please, if you are obedient, if you are sympathetic to a better Nigeria, if you want to vote wisely, I beg you, go and download the Town Hall app. With that, we will overcome every negativity, every prediction of doom, every fear of rigging, everything else that people are scared about. Because the man we know is the best will also be the person that will win the election. And the connection will be technology. It's not money, it's not bribing, it's not buying votes, it's not all of those stuff. It's technology. And do so and be part of the success. And God will bless you for it. Thank you.
That's it. So on that note, I want to sign off. But believe, Dr. Believe, we're going to be having you on the program again and again, especially with your team. So you have people on the ground, especially with this app now. We want to, make sure we follow up. Today, it's about 44 days, less than 2 months to go. So let's work together. We'll be inviting you. I know the team has agreed that Believe is good to have Believe regularly on the program to update us with his team in Nigeria and give us, especially you've also teach them now how to download the apps and everything. So it will be good to have live reports of what is happening on the ground. Then we possibly will also be doing some live broadcasts. Big thank you to all of you.
No, just on that note, may I also find out from Uncle Sam whether Auntie May has collected her PVC and know about those? Because remember the last time we had her on the program, the office was locked, so she couldn't go back. If Uncle Sam can find and update us when we meet next time.
Yeah, if it's possible, we can also have her on the program next week if she's free.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll get back to you. And thank you all. We fought for one Nigeria. We had one Nigeria. Now we are fighting for a new Nigeria, and we must become a new Nigeria. Thank you all.
Thanks, everybody.
God bless you.
Bye. Bye. Bye.